Hi, I'm Rose. Welcome to Te Kiteroa, a retreat centre and historic homestead in the South Island of Aotearoa, New Zealand. A beautiful 20-room Edwardian home built in 1913 that my family have been the custodians of for 30 years. Te Kiteroa was built as the grand retirement dream of a phenomenal woman, Mrs. Emily Phillips, who rose above her career in service as a housekeeper and was left a fortune by her benevolent employer. Building this fabulous, iconic piece of architecture, our family are passionate about sharing this remarkable place and have set about creating the newest lease on life as a retreat centre to share the tranquility and special kind of peace that comes with stepping through Te Kiteroa's doors. My parents, Anne and Gary, live here all the time. I live about half an hour away beside the ocean, and together we bring to life nourishment for the mind, body and soul, hosting retreats, workshops, mind food talks and more, with many friends, guests and volunteers who add to our colourful, eclectic life here, taking care of and renovating a historic property and having many, many laughs along this journey called life. Good morning, friends. Well, Mum and I today, we are going to take you with us on our morning walk with the dogs while we go up into the forest behind Te Kiteroa that is literally right outside the front gate. It's land that my parents have owned for a very long time, actually longer than Te Kiteroa in fact, and is being protected, the native forest regenerated, and has been gifted to the community to enjoy forever as a trust. So we're going to go for a walk to enjoy this beautiful morning, and we're also going to take a look at a couple of spots that we want to use during our upcoming retreats this year to come to with our guests, to sit in the forest, meditate. It's very healing, very peaceful. The birds are beautiful to listen to, and we feel incredibly lucky to be right here with this behind Te Kiteroa to share with you. So part of our non-negotiable days working is our two CEOs get their walk first. So all we have to do is stroll out the front gate here and we are at the start of the walking track. Let's come and have a little look at Mum's brand new sign she got made showing the tracks. Looks great. Really good. And here's all the different walking and mountain biking tracks. So we are right here at Te Kiteroa. Basic. Yeah, and the walkway.
Five, so you can at least
looks good.
which
This machinery, that's a rather terrifying looking lineup, it's very grand, isn't it, is all here as part of the fencing project that is currently going on around the forest that is going to be what's known as a predator-proof fence as the trust forms an eco-sanctuary here. So the idea being that the much higher than normal fence, like you can see in front of us, is going to be able to exclude pests and predators so that the forest can regenerate, can restore and can grow, because obviously you've got introduced animal species like wallaby who are grazing out the understory that you'll see as we go through and do our walk today, and preventing the forest from regenerating. And also the pest species, basically meaning that the bird life can't survive because they're constantly being predated on or their eggs are being eaten. So we're really excited to get this fence in place so that this forest can become even more magical than it already is. I just love this spot. It's one of the most magical places. Really ancient forest, thousands of years old, and it survived a great fire that came through here about 150 years ago. It also survived all the years that these hills were used as farming land. And you just look at these trees and the canopy, how beautiful it is. It's very magical, very special.
As well. Well, this is where we're going to put the bridge over here.
And this is where I want to come and do like hugging trees, because this is very ancient forest here.
Yes. Yeah.
And can you go stand by one of the kakatea for me, and you can show how big these trees really are.
These huge wondrous trees.
I know. They're real giants, aren't they?
Dad was talking about maybe for the Alex's totara.
Yeah, because it's quite easy to get to.
Get their spot spray out and then plant, because all that blackberry at the back will go.
Yes.
Because that's to plant this area in native.
And it's a nice clearing here. You could have two big trees here.
You could.
And they would have enough space to grow up without being shaded out.
Yeah. If you come on this side,
it's beautiful.
I know.
That one with its red flower.
You know the names of the different species.
And while they're not natives, they are very mature trees now, which means they're great habitat for the birds.
Yes, the tourism and the bellbirds love them,
which you can hear.
Yeah.
And they it means they've got somewhere they can go and sit right up high.
This one just needs to be freed up from the gorse.
Yeah.
Which won't take much. But you can start to see the pink, these smaller trees with the pink blossom.
Yeah, they're really beautiful.
Yeah, very delicate. And this maybe as an area that you could come and do some wellness.
Yeah, this would be a nice little grove.
Little grove to bring your mat, and even if you just did a little bit of weed whacking and then had your mats.
Yeah.
You're out of the wind, and you've got.
Well, it's quite flat as well.
Yes.
Yoga in amongst the bush, or meditation here in the bush.
You can find a couple of spots here that would work really well.
Oh, it's not even particularly busy coming along here anyway.
No.
You know, if you were here early morning,
and over the back here,
it'd be beautiful.
they wouldn't even see you. Sort of blue sky
and these I love as well. This type of leaf. I want to do some floral arrangements with these because they go such a beautiful pinky silver colour. We can take these home with us. I don't think Mum realises I've wandered off over here. I can still hear her talking in the background. It's a beautiful little sunny spot, very peaceful. Now we need to go find where Mum has disappeared off to. She's disappeared into the bush. Here we go, there she is. Oh, it's long grass through here. It's up to my neck.
It comes down to the creek, to the bank.
Ah.
This actually is a beautiful area to clear back.
Yeah, we've got
some roseberry bushes.
we've got more blackberry than we could ever possibly need.
Whilst the birds probably do enjoy.
Yeah, it's good fruit for the birds, but is a weed.
It comes out into a very cool wooded.
Avoiding the prickly gorse. Oh, so this is the bank.
The bank here.
Down to the creek.
Yeah.
Lovely. And this is a very mature totara.
This is a very old totara.
Very old mature totara.
Yeah.
Here, you give me the dogs and you can stand in front of that as well for scale for me.
So this endemic tree here on these Hunter Hills, and was prized for its beautiful hardwood, red, quite a deep red hardwood. It's got the most fabulous rough bark.
Does. And it's very, if I can find one of the leaves to show you, it's these very, very tiny, tiny, spindly looking leaves.
Which apparently was over eons was formed to detract from the mower eating this
Eating the
particular
seedlings.
species of tree.
Yeah.
And so they're slow growing.
Oh, thousands of years, right?
Yeah, they're hundreds and hundreds of years to get. But this last couple of years, or this year, we found a lot of Totra seedlings.
The little seedlings, yeah.
Everywhere in the bush.
And because these ones are so close to the big tree here, we decided to take them while they're still tiny and propagate them so we can plant them somewhere that they will survive. Because if they start to grow here, they're just going to get shaded out by the real mature trees that surround it here. Yeah, I think we have to go back through this way, otherwise we're going to be in the really thick bush part. Hear the birds.
Yeah. I like the sun. I think that bladed area has got lots of trees.
Yeah, I like it. It's great. Now I'm going to leave these here.
Yes, just hang that there.
And remember them on our way back past. There we go. Here's one of our tiny ones here. You can see how tiny, tiny it is.
And here's a
Oh, a slightly bigger
that's
one.
a slightly bigger one, which is probably going to be a little hard to transplant, but it might make it through. We'll leave that
And
one.
as you can see,
There might be enough room for it to.
lots of thick canopy, which is great, but little trees like that might have to really struggle to grow in this part. Of course, our beautiful ferns.
I know. And some of these are seeds.
Oh yeah, these beautiful big
I think
ones.
We had some very. Here we go. Look, if you look under the. We had school children, and there we are. That's it. And then if you turn it over.
Ah yes. Look at all that.
And we have one of
So
the
that's all their sort of spore seed.
Yeah.
So these are all around about 35 years old,
Yes.
these trees.
Yes. And they have done well because they've had continuous wallaby impact,
Yeah.
and so they're about to get a chance, a lease of new life.
And what we should start to see now is all through under the trees here that's quite bare at the moment will become a lush second story, which you can sort of see on the right hand side of the track there. You can see all the ferns and things coming through, so it should look like that.
Protect the roots.
The roots, yeah.
Eventually we might be able to put
With some stairs.
creative path track here just to protect the
This
roots.
is one that's really old, very
Yeah.
ancient.
So multi-stem trunk.
It's very beautiful,
Very distinctive. Very
papery
distinctive.
bark.
Yes.
And that beautiful kind of copper colour sometimes, isn't it? Stands out very.
Got some further up the track, and I think they've stopped flowering now, but they have a very tiny, delicate fuchsia flower. had any tiny flowers left. I think they've mostly gone now.
That very papery bark that sort of falls off. Another flower. Oh, beautiful.
Bridge from one of our wonderful local volunteers who came up and repaired the bridge for us. And that's lovely. They've got, you know, just not a lot of water, but obviously comes down here quite a cascade. Again, a good meditation spot here.
Yeah.
It's always warm. It's always.
You could come and sit in this little.
And you don't have anyone walking by you.
There you go. Shiloh's decided to start her meditation already.
It's warm and it's done.
We've got one quite big. Lots of little tosha through here, and even just in this little spot here. 2, 3, 4, and lots over here. We're going a bit off piste here, doing some of the non-trail route. So we're having to navigate going where there's no track.
The matai was endemic here with the tocha.
I know, that's a beautiful big tree. Yeah. Another nice potential part to come and sit and enjoy a bit of tranquility. Nice little tranquil spot possibly for meditation. So these are walnut trees, green walnuts. What do you reckon, Shiloh? You go this way. And of course my trusty dried arrangement. Oh, these are just the most magical colour. Beautiful. There is always something so incredibly magical about coming and spending time up here in the bush. I hope you've loved coming with us today on our little walk. It was so great to take you with us, and we look forward to seeing you again soon. Bye from Te Kiteroa.